Alright, how's everybody doing today? Back again with another video for you guys and gals. And today, what I have for everyone is my full review of the Aubillo smartphone clip-on lenses. Alright? Now, for those of you who are new to the channel or maybe you're returning, let me run through how my review process works. So, typically I get a product, I shoot my unboxing and first impressions video, and then my review process starts. And once I feel like I got a handle on everything that I want to talk about and cover with you guys and gals, then it's full review time. So, without further ado, let's jump into this full review of this relatively good, relatively inexpensive pair of smartphone clip-on lenses for your devices. Now, jumping right into this, the first thing that I want to talk about and give you guys and gals my opinion of is the overall build quality and design of the whole smartphone lens kit itself. Now, talking about the overall build quality, I have to say Aubillo has done a great job. Now, the lenses themselves are made out of aluminum, glass, and really durable plastics, whereas the clip-on housing is made out of a durable plastic, and everything feels really solid together and just works exactly how it's supposed to. So in regards to the overall build quality and design, I have to say that it is top-notch in this regard. So in terms of the build quality and design, Aubillo, you guys have done a great job here. Alright, next, talking about the photo quality and the video quality. Let's start off with the photo quality first. In regards to the overall photo quality, I have to say Aubillo has done a great job with this one, a great job indeed. Whether I was taking macro photos with the dedicated macro lens or I was taking wide angle photos, it all came out extremely beautifully and worked exactly like how I wanted it to, and I had no problems snapping any photo that I would like. So in regards to the photo performance, I'd have to say that it was top notch. Now, talking about the overall video performance, because that was one of the primary aspects that led to me picking up this smartphone lens kit, I have to say this is another area where these lenses did a great job. Again, whether I was taking a macro video or a wide angle video, all the video content came out really good, and so did the overall photo content, all of which I'll have linked up at the end of this full review. So if y'all want to see my photo results and my overall video results, stay tuned to the end of the video. But in regards to the overall photo performance and video performance, again, Aubillo, you guys did a great job here, and this really is a good quality lens, and I really enjoyed it. Now, I just want to briefly summarize some of the positives and negatives of this lenses, because I said lens, of these lenses, and then we're going to wrap this video up, and I'm going to give y'all my overall final thoughts and talk about the pricing and availability. Now, let's start off with the positives. Overall, I feel like the build quality and design of this lens is really good. The design itself lends itself to the overall portability, and this is a universal smartphone lens. So whether I want to put it on the front of my devices, it just easily clips onto the front just like so. Just make sure it lines up and make sure everything's centered, and we're in business. So whether I want to put it on the front of my devices and get some nice wide angle front photos or wide angle front video, it's just gonna work. Or if I want to put it on the rear of my device, again, it's just gonna work. Again, I just put it on, make sure it lines up, make sure everything is straight, and we are good to go. Launch the camera app and I'm off to the races. I take photos, I take videos, whatever I want is just gonna work with these lenses. Okay, so the overall build quality and design is top notch. The overall portability and ease of use is top notch as well, and this is pretty much a universal clip-on lens kit, which is really good. And again, it will work for your Android devices as well as your iOS devices, okay? So it's going to work regardless of whatever smart device you have. So really good positives there. And I believe that pretty much does it for the overall positives. Alright, so now let's talk about the negatives. And there's really only one negative that really kept rearing its head every time I was using these smartphone lenses, okay? And that one negative being the fact that if I wanted to use the wide angle lenses, let me show you real quick, I have to always use it in conjunction with the macro lens. Alright, so if I was to unscrew this, okay, put this macro lens down, I can't then screw this onto the clip. See? This only works in conjunction with the macro lens. So me, being the person that I am, the only real thing that I care about is the wide angle lens capability at the end of the day, because I'm a big video guy. And I can only really get that while making sure that this macro lens is clipped on. Then and only then does everything work exactly like how it's supposed to. So that's a big negative to me, and that's probably the only negative that I experienced with this kit. So Aubillo, maybe if you're coming out with a generation 2, maybe you guys can figure out how to separate these lenses all together. So give us a wide angle setup and give us a dedicated macro setup. This way we can use whichever one we want with our smart devices. Because the fact that I have to use these in conjunction to get what I would like, that's a big negative to me. Alright, and honestly, that's the only negative that I came across while using these lenses. Okay, and that pretty much does it for the negatives, y'all. Screw this back on because I like to keep everything all together so I don't lose anything. So give me a second. Get this all screwed on tight. Alright, make it nice and snug, and we in business. And that pretty much does it for the positives and negatives of this kit. Alright, now this brings us to the end of the video, or the review portion anyway, because I'm going to cut on the photo and video samples into the end of this video for you guys and gals to check out and let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. But before we can get to that, we got to talk about the pricing, and I got to give you guys and gals my overall final thoughts. Now, talking about the pricing, I actually picked this kit up and another smartphone lens kit together, and the grand total of both of them together was a little bit over $22. Talking about this kit independently, the independent pricing for this kit came up to about $11.99, almost $12. I'll have the screenshots up in post so y'all know exactly what I paid, because we're all about keeping it straight 100 around here. But that being said, for that price of about $12, can I recommend that you guys and gals go out there and pick up this inexpensive smartphone lens kit? Well, I'd have to say yes, especially if you're someone that's really into taking wide angle photos and wide angle videos like myself, and you really don't like the fact that although you may have a device with a wide angle lens, prime example, my LG V30 here, dedicated wide angle lens, you don't like the fact that it has fixed focus. So what does that mean? Maybe you're trying to get a close-up video or a close-up photo, and the fact that it has fixed focus means parts of that photo and or video are always going to be out of focus, and there's nothing you can really do to fix it. Well, this inexpensive kit here fixes that issue, because now you can get nice wide-angle video and take nice wide-angle photos with everything all in focus and not lose a single detail. So again, can I recommend that you guys and gals pick up this inexpensive kit? I would have to say yes. It's definitely worth the money in my opinion. Okay, so that pretty much does it for this full review of the Aubillo smartphone lens kit. Now, if you guys and gals enjoyed the video, please feel free to help your boy out and give the video a thumbs up. That really does help me out. You don't know how much. If you want to see more content like this, also feel free to hit the subscribe button down below and click off the notification bell icon right next to it so you guys and gals get notified when I publish new videos. Alright? If this video piqued your interest, as always, all the links to where you guys and gals can pick up everything that I talked about in the video will be available down below in the video description at some really great prices. So, if your interest is piqued, down below in the video description should be like a one-stop shop for you guys and gals, and you should be good to go. Okay? This whole video here today was recorded using the primary rear-facing 13 megapixel camera on the Samsung Galaxy M20 in 720p resolution at 30 frames per second. And all of the audio here today for this portion of the video was recorded using the Comica V30 Lite shotgun style microphone. So please let me know what you think of the overall video quality and the overall audio quality down below in the comments. Now, in particular, with the photo and video samples that you guys and gals are getting ready to see, all of those photo samples and video samples were taken with the Aubillo lens and the rear-facing or front-facing cameras on the Samsung Galaxy S7 Active. Okay? Just so y'all know what y'all getting ready to take a look at here. Alright, I hope everyone has a great day, and I will catch you guys and gals in my next video. Oh, I almost forgot. I know some of you guys are saying, yo, E, you got an iPhone now? You really gonna dive into some iPhone coverage and some iOS coverage? Yes, guys. But I actually was able to pick this up free from a friend of mine, and the only thing that they think is wrong with this device is that it needs a battery. So I've actually been doing research on some of the cheapest repair shops in the Florida area and around the Florida cities, and I'm going to see if I can get an inexpensive battery replacement and get this device back up and running. And if I can, y'all will see coverage on some iOS devices on the channel. Okay? In particular, this right here is an iPhone 6 Plus. Alright? Just so y'all know. Alright? Now, I don't know the storage on this one. I do know it has a really big display. And like I said, all my friend knew is that it may need a new battery in it. But hopefully I can get this up and running so I could bring you guys and gals some coverage to the channel. Alright? So y'all stay tuned for that. I will update y'all as things progress. Alright, that pretty much does it for this video, guys and gals. Have a good one, everybody. Peace. Alright, y'all, and now we're doing a real quick camera test with the 12 megapixel rear facing camera on the S7 Active, and we're using the Aubillo wide angle clip-on camera lens. So as y'all can see, that's why if you look to the edges, kind of looks like the image is kind of bubbling to the sides. That's because we got that different lens on here. So if I wanted to fix that, what I would do is I'd have to zoom in just a touch. And now y'all can see that's fixed. But I still got that nice wide angle image. Alright? So this is really, really cool. You can see if I pan down, got that nice wide angle image. And I feel like this is a lot wider than the regular primary lens with no lens clipped on. Okay, so once again, let me show you again. This is with 1.3 times zoom. If I zoom out, You can see we got that nice wide angle image, but it kind of bubbles around the sides. Alright. So this real quick camera test is being recorded in 720p at 30 FPS. Now I'm going to give y'all all of the rear facing footage and some front facing footage, and then we're going to switch to the other smartphone lens on the other device. So I'm going to try to do all of this in one day today. Typically when I do these camera tests, it takes me about a week, but I'm going to try and run through this all in one day. And then when I get everything done, we're going to sit down and look at all the footage from both devices, with and without the lens, and we'll wrap the review video up. But yeah, this is test number 1. Now let me spin the lens around, put it on the front-facing 5 megapixel camera, and redo the test with the front-facing camera. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, and now we have a front-facing camera test with the 5 megapixel camera on the S7 Active, but we're using, once again, the Aubillo wide angle lens. So you can see it's even more evident here, that bubbling effect around the edges. See, and you can kind of make out the lens edge right there. Alright, but I get a way wider field of view. So typically if I want that wider field of view, I have to hold my hand out like this. So now I'm kind of straining my arm to give you that wide field of view. With the lens on now, y'all can see it kind of gets ultra wide. Now regular, if I'm just holding it right in front of me without extending my arm here, y'all can see I still get that nice wide angle field of view here. So let's say I was recording a video and my friend wanted to be in the video, they could still sit right here. And if I wanted to have 2 people in the video, if I get to the middle of the bench here, I could have one person on this side and you'll be able to see them, and one person on this side and you'll be able to see them. That's really cool. So nice wide angle footage here. Now if I wanted to get rid of the bubbling effect around the edges, I would have to zoom in a little bit, but you can't zoom in with the front-facing sensor on your Samsung devices. At least for the S6, S7, it doesn't support that zoom functionality with the front-facing camera. But real quick front-facing test for you guys and gals. Let me know what y'all think of this wide-angle footage of the 5 megapixel front-facing camera on the S7 Active and the Aubillo lens. Alright, let's go ahead and do some more testing now. I'll be right back. Alright y'all, and now we have some 1080p footage here. And we're out by the pool now. And once again, we're testing out the 12 megapixel rear facing camera on the S7 Active with the Aubillo lens attached. So, just for reference, I'll link it up somewhere in the video. I'll link up the camera sample where you can see the original testing for the S7 Active. So y'all can compare the original video test with the wide angle video test so y'all can see the differences for yourself. But this is just some real quick rear facing stationary footage. Now, let me give you an idea what it would look like if it was moving a little bit. So let me pick it up. And I got everything on my tripod with my smartphone mount this time. So hopefully it's more stable than the 720p front facing footage y'all saw. So this is a general idea of what that wide angle lens is going to do for you. And this is with no zoom. Okay? At least I believe it's with no zoom. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, there was no zoom on there. So this is with no zoom. And this actually doesn't look too bad. Whereas earlier for the 720p clip, you can really see that bubbling effect around the edges. Here you don't really see that. So this doesn't look too bad at all. Let me know what y'all think. And even still, y'all see how wide the video is? If I zoom in just a touch. So, this is 0.3 times. I still have a nice wide image here. This looks really good. Really good. And probably the best thing about zooming in just a touch is I get that wide angle footage, but I don't get that letterboxing around the sides. Alright? So, real quickly, let me know what y'all think of this. Now let's go ahead and switch to the front-facing cameras. Then we're going to run out to the big yard over there and give y'all a 4K sample, and that will wrap up the testing of the Aubillo lens. But before we get to that, we got to get to the front-facing footage. So I'll be right back with that. Alright, so now I just wanted to give y'all an idea of what the rear-facing footage would look like. So we're still out by the pool. I know we said we're going to go out to the big yard and do the 4K sample, but we're going to do that. But I wanted to give y'all a general idea of what the rear-facing footage would look like with the Aubillo lens and the 12 megapixel rear-facing camera. And you know, this is more of a vlog style footage. So I have the phone set up on my Ritz Gear mini tripod with my Ulenzi smartphone mount and the Aubillo lens on the camera, so y'all can see what this looks like. Now I can't even tell what it looks like until afterwards because I can't see the viewfinder for the camera right now. So I have no idea what this footage is going to look like. And we don't have any external microphones hooked up today. So all the audio you guys and gals are hearing are coming straight from the microphones on the S7 Active. And again, this is another 1080p sample. Alright, let me know what y'all think. Now we're going to go ahead, bump it up to 4K or 2K, and we're going to run out to the big yard and do some more testing. So I'll be right back. 1 second. Alright, so now I gave y'all the rear facing camera sample in 1080p. So I just want to give y'all a real quick front facing camera sample in 1080p with the front facing 5 megapixel sensor and the Aubillo lens attached. So first, starting off, this is some nice stationary footage. So if I wanted to do a quick vlog or a quick update video, this is what it would look like with the Aubillo lens. And I am, again, using my mini tripod and my smartphone mount to add some extra stabilization. So let me know what y'all think. Now let me go ahead and pick it up so y'all can see what the stabilization looks like with the lens on. And let me know what y'all think of this. How's it doing? How's the bubbling effect? It actually looks super wide. I like that. And this is my arm is at regular length here. So if I extend my arm, so now my arm is fully extended. Now you got that nice ultra wide look. Alright, let me know what y'all think. We're not going to make this too long. Alright, let's move on to the next test. Alright, y'all. And now I just want to give y'all a real quick 4K sample or 2K sample. Again, we're testing out the 12 megapixel camera on the S7 Active, and we're using the Aubillo lens, okay? Clip-on lens. So this is a 2K clip. We're out here in the big yard, just so y'all can get an idea of what the footage would look like. Now, it's pretty hot out here today, and it's pretty bright. So I could barely see the screen. Yeah, I have no idea how the screen is going to look. I could barely see it. We out here in super direct sunlight today. Let me know what y'all think of this one. Now, when you shoot in 2K or 4K, you have a 10-minute limit on your Android devices. Okay, now it varies from device to device, but typically for Samsung it's 10 minutes. HTC you're looking at about 8 or 6. Sony you're looking at about 6, maybe 9, so on and so forth. So we got 10 minutes of 2K video recording with this one, and let me know what y'all think. Alright, man, it's too hot to sit out here like this. Let's do the front facing test and then go back inside to the AC. It is what? It's 99 degrees out here today. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go drink some water ASAP. Anyways, let's do this front facing test and then we'll wrap this video up. So I will be right back. Alright, so I wanted to do one more test. Okay, so this is, again, we're using the rear facing 12 megapixel camera on the S7 Active, and we're using the Aubillo lens yet again. Okay, but now we're doing it in more like a vlog selfie style here. So I just wanted to test it one more time like this. This also is in 2K or 4K resolution. Alright, so let me know what y'all think. My arm is fully extended right now, so this should be some nice ultra wide footage for y'all. Alright, this is the last clip that I wanted to show y'all. Alright, have a good one, everybody. Peace. Alright, let's see if we can make this quick. So, once again now, we're testing out the front-facing camera on the S7 Active. And this time we're doing a front-facing camera test. Wow, I repeated that twice. My bad. We're using the Aubillo wide-angle lens here. And this is another 4K or 2K sample. Alright? So y'all let me know what you think of this one. Okay? This one actually looks pretty good. Now, I do wish I could zoom in just a touch to get rid of that bubbling effect. But the overall image, I'm liking that ultra wide look, but I kind of don't like that bubbling around the corners. But this looks pretty good. And man, oh man, we out here in that super direct sunlight. So I don't even know what the footage is looking like now. It looks decent. I gotta squint to see the viewfinder. Yeah, it looks decent out here. Maybe I should max out the screen brightness. Yeah, I should probably do that. Alright, so we maxed out. Oh, okay, yeah, much better. Yeah, now I can see what's going on. So we maxed out the screen brightness here. Y'all let me know what you think of this final front-facing camera test with the Aubillo lens. Alright, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. As always, if y'all did enjoy the video, y'all know what to do. Hope everyone has a great day, and I will catch you guys and gals in my next video. Peace, everybody. Man, let's go inside. I need that AC.